Today we're going to talk about a movie that has a truly unique concept, and its story is unlike anything you've seen before. You're definitely going to enjoy it, so make sure to watch this video till the end. The film begins in the year 1959. We're shown a massive mountain in British Columbia. On top of it there's a man. He's severely injured. He's a climber and he's desperately trying to make his way down. But suddenly he hears a low growling sound coming from the top of the mountain. Scared out of his mind, the climber slips and falls off the cliff, resulting in his death. This news reaches an officer, and they decide that climbing on that mountain must be stopped immediately. As a result, they ban the mountain entirely. Next, we're taken to the present day where we see a group of young climbers. They're climbing at a certain location and thoroughly enjoying the challenge. After climbing the mountain, they return to base. Among them is a guy named Sean. He's a very skilled climber. Just then, a girl approaches them and tells them that the forbidden wall has been reopened. That means climbers are now allowed to climb there again. Everyone is shocked to hear this because that location is being opened after 60 years. Sean tells them that if it's reopening after so many years, there must be a serious reason behind it. In fact, his grandfather had also gone there 60 years ago, and ever since then he never came back. No one knows how he died. But now Sean finally has the chance to go there and find out what really happened to his grandfather. Meanwhile, an officer gets a call informing him that the wall has reopened. The officer wants to find out what exactly is on top of that mountain. So he decides to send one of his men there to investigate. Sean, on the other hand, starts preparing to go as well. But only selected individuals are allowed to join the expedition. So Sean gives an interview to one of the organizers. During the interview, the man asks Sean about his grandfather. Sean tells him that his grandfather had gone missing on that mountain. Impressed, the man selects Sean to be part of the team. Just then, Sean's dad shows up. He asks Sean what exactly he's planning, and Sean tells him everything. His dad is shocked and tells him he shouldn't go to that mountain, because it's believed that no one who goes there ever returns. Having lost his own father to that mountain, he doesn't want to lose his son too. Sean assures him not to worry, saying he'll come back safe and sound. But his dad insists, saying even Sean's mom doesn't agree with this plan. Sean tells him that he'll convince his mom too because they've raised a brave son. He promises to find out what truly happened to his grandfather. Sean sets off for the location. Along the way, he meets a guy and asks him for directions. The man gives him the information he needs. When Sean arrives at the base camp, he meets Colton, the guy leading the climbing team. Colton tells him that if a second team is needed, they'll call him up. But for now, only experienced climbers will go up. Later, Sean gets a call from his dad checking if he's reached safely. Sean tells him he's fine. Outside, Colton meets Carrie. She asks if she can join the climbing team too. But Colton tells her that she's his assistant and she has to stay at the base camp to manage things and ensure there's no chaos. As he walks away, he feels bad, so he calls her back and tells her that if they form Team 2, he'll make sure she gets included so she gets her chance to climb. Just then, a guy named Radio arrives. He's the communications handler, ensuring that contact is maintained between the teams. Colton then organizes a meeting where he gathers all the climbers and starts briefing them about the rules. He warns them not to take this mountain lightly. Climbing it is not child's play. If anyone is scared, they should leave right now. But none of them move, they're all determined. He introduces Carrie to everyone, explaining that she'll be managing all the operations at the base camp. Then he invites the area chief to speak. The chief shares some background. 60 years ago, many people climbed that mountain, but none of them returned alive. He warns everyone to stay alert, and if they ever feel unsafe, to turn back immediately. He says this while looking directly at Sean, which confuses him. Why did the chief single him out? Others also glance at Sean, but a girl near him expresses sympathy for what happened to his grandfather. Soon 6 people begin climbing the mountain. Radio sets all the frequencies for communication. Sean visits Carrie, who assures him everything is under control. The climbers start their ascent, slowly making their way up the slope. When night falls, they camp on the side of the mountain and sleep inside tents hanging in the air. That night, when Sean walks toward the woods, he runs into the chief. The chief tells him that his grandfather had gone up there with a mission, one he never completed. Now it's Sean's job to finish it. Sean is confused and asks what he's talking about. The chief explains that there's a mysterious power atop that mountain. A force that takes control of people. Everyone who's gone there has fallen under its spell and never returned. The power first plays with their minds, manipulating them to fight and kill each other. Sean is skeptical. So the chief shows him a staff, a weapon that Sean's ancestors created to battle this force. He tells him to use it when he reaches the summit to destroy the evil once and for all. His grandfather had gone up there to do the same, but he failed and died trying. Sean is left stunned. He doesn't know if the chief is telling the truth or just making things up. Meanwhile, two climbers are talking. One of them tells the girl that he's really lucky, he's survived death multiple times. The next morning, the team resumes climbing. Suddenly, Colton and the others experience a disturbing vision. Everyone is shocked. Colton asks them about it and learns that they all saw the same vision. He's confused. How could so many people share the same hallucination? Despite this, he tells his team to keep climbing. Back at the camp, Carrie and Radio try to contact the climbers, but their walkie-talkies stop working. The signal is completely lost. Sean approaches Carrie to tell her something important, but she snaps at him and sends him away. Later, feeling guilty, she goes to him and apologizes, saying the lack of contact has her worried. Sean then shares everything the chief told him. But Carrie doesn't believe him and walks off. While climbing, Colton suddenly experiences severe pain in his head, but he brushes it off and keeps moving. Back at the camp, Sean tells his friend Alex about the chief's warning and the evil force on the mountain. As Carrie continues climbing, her friend Brad is ahead of her, hidden behind some large rocks. When she calls his name, he responds in a very strange, creepy tone. This startles her. Suddenly, she sees Brad crawling on the mountain wall without any harness, his eyes pitch black. He's clearly possessed. Brad cuts Carrie's rope, trying to kill her, but she manages to hold on. Then Brad jumps off the mountain, killing himself instantly. Sean and Alex try using the radio to understand what's happening up there, but the signal is too weak. Carrie breaks down crying, waiting for help. When she talks to Colton, he refuses to go back, saying they've come too far to stop now. Sean and Alex, worried for everyone, decide to climb up themselves. As they ascend, Alex slips and gets injured. He can't continue. Sean tells him to go back and decides to go up alone to see what's really happening. Meanwhile, Carrie decides to go up too. But as she steps out, the chief stops her. He hands her Brad's helmet, which he found at the mountain's base. There's a camera attached to it. She gives it to Radio to analyze. Carrie climbs up to find Alex and learns that Sean has already gone ahead. He takes Alex down the mountain. Radio checks the footage on the helmet and is shocked. He sees that Brad attacked Kristen, and his voice was disturbingly demonic. Radio starts investigating further. That night, Sean finds Kristen. They set up camp and rest. Colton is with another girl who urges him to turn back since they've already lost a teammate. But Colton refuses, he's not backing down now. A girl traveling with Lucky laughs as she overhears their conversation. When Carrie brings Alex down, Radio rushes to meet her. He urgently takes them inside and shows them the footage. Then he clears up the radio frequencies. They hear the same strange evil voice. Alex realizes Sean's warnings were true. There really is an evil force up there, and it's going to kill them all. Meanwhile, Lucky's tent begins to shake violently. When he looks up, he sees his partner fully possessed, her eyes completely black. She attacks him, tries to kill him. But then she screams and falls down the mountain, dying on impact. Sean, asleep, is disturbed by the vision of someone. He wakes up shocked. Lucky tells Colton that his friend jumped right in front of him. They need to turn back now. But Colton insists, they're too close to the summit to quit. Radio contacts his senior and asks about the strange frequency. The senior says he's never encountered anything like it. The next morning, Colton finally agrees to descend, and the rest of the group begins going down. But Sean and Kristen don't know this. They keep climbing. Colton talks to Sean and convinces him to go up. The others are sent down. Sean and Colton reach the top and feel something eerie in the air. Sean finds his grandfather's corpse, now nothing but a skeleton. Colton confronts him, asking what his true motive is. Is he working with the officers? Sean denies it. They start suspecting each other. Just then, Carrie arrives and now all three are doubting each other. Suddenly, Lucky arrives, completely possessed. We see that he's already killed one of his friends. There's an ancient stone at the summit, radiating strange energy. It's almost like it's communicating. Under the evil's control, Lucky brutally attacks them. He possesses Carrie, who kills Lucky and beats up Colton. Sean remembers the staff the chief gave him. He grabs it and strikes the stone. It powers down. Carrie regains consciousness. They realize Colton is dead. Kristen asks how they'll escape. Sean tells her he brought a parachute. The two of them jump down using the parachute, saving their lives. The officer receives word of what was found atop the mountain. Sean returns home. His father is overjoyed to see him alive. Sean tells him he even saw his grandfather up there. Meanwhile, we see Colton. He suddenly rises and his eyes are pitch black. And with that, the movie ends. So friends, that was the story of the 10th Sound. It shows an ancient mountain with an evil stone that possesses climbers and turns them against each other. Sean believed he destroyed it, but the truth is the stone still lives and it will return through Colton. So what did you think of this film's story? Let us know in the comments. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, do that now and hit the bell icon for notifications. And don't forget to like and share this video. I'll see you in the next one.